So you found a stage management gig that you want. Now what? My name is Kent, and this is your half-hour call.
Attention cast and crew, this is your half-hour call. Half hour to the top of the show. Half hour.
Alrighty friends, we are back with yet another episode of the Almost Complete Guide to Stage Management, and today we are continuing our series on getting jobs as a freelance stage manager. Specifically, we're talking about cover letters. But if this is your first time here, welcome, my name is Kent, and you are watching Half Hour Call, where we're dedicated to shining the spotlight on technical theater. So if you want how-to videos, interviews with industry leaders, and insider theater updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another video. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I will share with you my exact formula for making personalized cover letters to get you jobs as a stage manager. Cover letters get a bad rap on social media, and I think part of that is because people overthink them. Especially for stage managers where your resume is not much more than a list of credits, the cover letter is a crucial tool in connecting your credits and experience to the job for which you're applying. Just like anything else we are talking about, it's really up to you how you structure your cover letter. There are no hard and fast rules, and every hiring manager has their own preferences. This is just my way of doing things. However, one thing most people seem to agree upon is that a generic form letter is not the way to go. Your cover letter needs to show specific interest in the specific gig or theater that you're applying for. I think my method strikes a good balance between personalization and ease, so you're not sending the exact same thing to every theater, but it's also not such a taxing process that applying to 3 jobs takes all day. One thing to keep in mind is that our job as stage managers is to communicate information efficiently and accurately. Your cover letter and resume are an indicator of your ability to communicate, so for me, simplicity and effectiveness is the name of the game. The first question to ask yourself is, do you attach a PDF of the cover letter or does the body of the email suffice? My answer changes depending on the job. Most of the time, I just type the cover letter in the body of the email. It's simple, it's efficient, and generally it's what they're going to read anyway. However, some online application forms require an uploaded cover letter, in which case I use a template that has the same header as my resume. It's a full business letter template, complete with name, title, and address of the intended recipient, as well as a subject line. Much more important than the formatting, however, is the content. This is where you get to show your personality and demonstrate why you are the best candidate for the job. It can be very, very easy to get lost in the weeds when writing a cover letter, so I stick to a simple 3-paragraph format. You, me, and us. The first paragraph is about you, or them. The first paragraph is about the theater you're applying to. I mention where I found the listing, why I'm interested in working with them or on their season, and this is also a place to name drop any connections that you have with the theater. Here's what it tends to look like for me. Hi, hiring manager, I hope you're well. I recently came across theater names listing on Where You Found Them, seeking stage managers, and wanted to express my interest. I've heard wonderful things about theater name from my friend and colleague Name Drop. The second paragraph is about me. This is my elevator pitch tailored to highlight anything relevant to that specific job. This paragraph stays pretty consistent from letter to letter. If you're currently working on something, this is a great place to show that you are a currently working stage manager as well. Here's mine. I am an AEA stage manager with experience in regional theaters, theme parks, and cruise ships across the country and around the world. I'm currently wrapping up a 6-month stint with Busch Gardens Williamsburg as the production stage manager for 3 new productions, as well as the remount of the Laser and Pyrotechnic Spectacular Spark. I'm also the creator of Half Hour Call, an educational theater YouTube channel currently being used in collegiate stage management courses across the country. The third paragraph is about us, or how you and the theater would be mutually beneficial. This is where I reiterate my interest, possibly incorporate one last phrase highlighting why I'm a good candidate for the job, and finally include a call to action. This is the most difficult part to get used to, at least it was for me. Say exactly what you want to happen next. Mine usually sounds like this. I'm particularly interested in show title from their season, as I have experience in relevant thing to that show. I'd love to set up a time to speak about this opportunity and see if I am a good fit for your upcoming production teams. And that's your cover letter. Well, add a salutation and a signature, but other than that, you're done. But now it's time for the most important step, which is to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just kidding. The most important step is to go back and read what you've written and see if there's anything that you can take out and still have the same impact. Trim it down. The shorter the better, especially in the current job market where most job listings are getting a lot of submissions, and I mean a lot of submissions. And I don't say this to discourage you from applying, but rather to emphasize that concise is key. Most of my cover letters have paragraphs that are 3 sentences or less. And remember that a cover letter is designed to get you an interview, not get you a job. You don't need your entire life story or to restate your entire resume, you simply need to include 1 or 2 things that make the hiring manager want to know more about you. Then, don't forget to attach your resume and send it off. And here's the most important step. Let it go. If you're like me, you're constantly applying to the next gig, and if you get caught up and attached to any given job at this stage, you'll be constantly facing disappointment and you won't want to apply to more gigs. My preferred method to forget about a submission is to look for gigs daily during my lunch break. That way I have a finite amount of time to research and decide whether I want to submit, write the letter, and send the email. There's no time in the process to get attached to the idea of a specific job. What are your go-to tips for writing cover letters? And if you've ever hired a stage manager, what stood out in their cover letter? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. My name is Kent, and this has been your half-hour call.
Find the perfect gift for the stage manager in your life at the Half Hour Call store. Now with free shipping on all domestic orders. New products added frequently. Visit KentJamesCollins.com/store to shop now.